You're tuned into On the Road with Studio A, powered by Aderant. It starts with the A.
Welcome to Studio A, powered by Aderant. I'm Will Ayers. We are here at 2024 Global Momentum. We've been talking about products, cloud, and AI all day, but now I have a special guest that can really take a deeper dive into the way Aderant is actually building out its teams throughout the organization. Please introduce yourself and let our audience know about the role that you play at Aderant.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for having me, and hi, everyone. So I'm Shira Aharoni, and I'm the Chief People Officer here at Aderant, and I'm very excited to be here.
Love it, love it, love it. Super exciting day for Aderant. As you know, we launched our cloud platform today, so there's a lot of buzz in the building. But I really wanted to sit down with you to talk about the way that you're building teams across the organization. There's a lot of people that are very interested in working in tech or legal tech. What type of professional skills or qualities do you and your team look for when bringing on new talent to Aderant? Because Aderant's brought on a lot of new talent over the past 12 months. So just talk about that process and those type of skill sets that you guys are currently looking for.
Yeah, well, that's a great question, Will. So I say it's more than just skills. Obviously, skills are play an important role. Whatever the role is, the department, the profession, or the area of business. But for us, it's more about the whole person. And so it's about your skills, your potential, and the whole person. So when we look for the right people to come and join us, obviously skills play a big part in it. But there's more to it. It's like whether they have the potential to grow with us as a company, whether they have the passion for whatever they do. And so we'd like to have more passionate people that can grow with us and that can show up authentically, because we're very, very big on like us being our authentic selves and work together as one team with one Aderant. And so basically all of that encompasses people that can positively contribute to our company's culture. And so that's what we look for.
Now, something at Aderant that you always talk about, that Chris always talks about, is it starts with the A. What does that mean to you and your team?
Yeah, well, the A is a way of life for us. So it is all about the A. It's how we prioritize our clients. It starts with the A for our clients, but also for us. So we always say internally that we are the A. And so, because we are the A, so it always starts from us. We are one team, one Aderant, wherever, whether we're in support, in sales, in professional services or finance, we're all one cohesive team, and it all starts with us. And so that's how we think about it, and that encompasses everything we do in our culture.
You mentioned culture, cohesiveness. Aderant is a community. It's built on community connections. As a leader that is responsible for building talent at the organization and building that culture within, what's your approach to building those connections and community at Aderant?
Yeah. So we're a global company, right? We have presence in 7 different countries. And so we always look for ways to bring people together as a community and create connections, whether it's locally or whether it's globally. And so one of the things that we do as an example is that we have employee activity groups that come together, and they make sure the people are actually coming together wherever they are. But one of the other things that we make sure on connections wise and community is that we give back as well. And so we are a part of our own Aderant community, but also we look at our community externally, whether it's our clients, our vendors, or the community that we're in within the areas that we have offices and we have people. And so we always look for ways on how we volunteer and give back to our communities. We as a community give back to the community. It's important to say, because community is one of our core values as a company. It's like sense of community is who we are, what we want to do, what we want to embody as we go and show up, whether it's serving our clients and creating client experience, or whether it's vendors or the community. So it's a big thing for us. And we have many programs and ways as we do it across the globe.
You kind of touched on this a few seconds ago. You mentioned that we are a global company. We've got offices in Europe and Asia Pacific, et cetera. And with that comes a lot of different types of cultures traditions, personalities, and I know that you're big on diversity. They mentioned that earlier on stage, Aderant's mission to be more diverse. Can you talk about your mindset and your approach from a leadership standpoint to ensure that Aderant is leaning into those values and kind of um, doing things that are empowering people to be their authentic selves?
Yeah, sure. So as I said before, and you said it very well, we have presence almost across the globe, 7 countries. We're diverse by default. So cultural diversity, multinational presence. With that said, we do understand that the more diverse that we will be, the better outcomes we'll get as a company. And so we focus on that very much in almost every business decision that we make, or in the lens of hiring. We also measure ourselves as needed in the lens of how we develop our people, with understanding that the more diverse we will be, the better outcomes we will have. And so it's a way of life. And the way we think about diversity is about authenticity. And so come as you are and be your authentic self. We will celebrate that. And we always look for people that can think through new ways of how we work and different ideas, because the world is evolving. We have to evolve as well. You have to have the diversity of thought and diversity of leadership and diversity of people. Diversity can come in many shapes and forms, and we just want to embody all that is within it. So, as an example, to understand better and to listen to the voice of our people, we have launched earlier in the year our diversity council, DNI Global Council, where we have people, our employees, sit on the council, contribute from their time, and help us plan for what we want to do, what's important for us, and what's our DNI strategy, as an example. So we have many more programs. I'm not going to get into all of it right now, but that's like the way of how we listen to our people and what is important to our own community within Aderant.
Love it, love it. Now, shifting gears a little bit, Chris, you, in addition to other leaders at the organization, uh, you talked about accelerating and elevating, um, and our culture internally plays into that. Can you talk about some of the things that your team is doing to um, drive development from a skill set standpoint or from a
Yeah.
leadership standpoint?
Yeah, one of the big things that we have, I mean, across the years, but this year specifically, as we talk about elevate and accelerate, is about how do we elevate our people's skills so they can show up better and they can do the best work that they can and deliver the best outcomes, right? And so skills development is very important. We do understand like the world is evolving, technology is moving forward. We have to evolve as well as a company. And that's our own thing. We've seen earlier today in a general session and all the sessions right now, all the innovation that is coming, Strident, Maddie, all the new tech. And you can't have that without having your people evolve as well. And so that's a core thing to my team, but for us as a company and to the entire leadership team. And so as an example, we just launched earlier this year, we launched a program around learning for technology skills, where we're zooming in on critical skills, future critical skills that we have identified together with Andy and his team, to start and have learning pathways and learning opportunities for our people. We're going to launch next month, actually, our leadership academy, which is how we develop our leaders to, again, show up better as leaders within the today. So it's core to what we do and how we help the company evolve and grow, because we have to. That's the world, and we grow as a company. We have to grow our people.
Um, for those that may not be familiar with Aderant or not currently a part of the team, why is Aderant a special place to work? Because I know Aderant's building a lot of products. I know that we're big on diversity and pouring into our team members to advance their professional development. But speaking to those that may not be at Aderant, why is Aderant a special place to work?
Well, that's an easy question, Will, to me. Yeah. So I've been with the company for 2 years and hopefully many more years to come. And I love the company. And for me, it's about the people. The people embody who we are. And so from the leadership team across the entire organization, This is who we are, and the people. We will always do the right thing by our people. And we talked about community earlier, and this is where we actually bring that sense of community to life. It's like we will take care of one another, and we will always make sure that we evolve and do better, right? Because we have to, as a company, culturally, we definitely celebrate people that come with innovative and new ways of thinking and new ideas, but we also definitely celebrate expertise and people that know the legal industry and domain. And so combine the two together, you create magic. And
Hmm.
that's what I feel we have.
Love it, love it. Now, um, winding down a little bit, there was a career fair that I went to that was at Georgia State, and I can tell there are young people that are coming out of college that are interested in legal tech. I think anything around tech in general, it's kind of like a buzzword, and younger generations get excited about that. What's your advice for someone that may be trying to get their shot at being at a legal tech company or being at Aderant?
Yeah. So the legal tech industry is definitely growing and evolving. And we know it. We've just seen it earlier this morning. We evolve and we lead the industry from a technology perspective as at Aderant. And so my advice would be always learn. Continuous learning is a big thing. And so if you want to come obviously and work with us, we will look for people that always learn, that have new ways of thinking, as I said before, and they can show up authentically, and that also can positively contribute to our company's culture. And so, yes, it's important that you have the experience sometimes and the skills, super important, but it's who you are. And if you're the right fit for our culture and you show up authentically, then you're a great fit for us, and we'd love to have you.
Now, with that being said, we got to let people know where they can apply for jobs at Aderant at. If someone's actually listening to this episode or this interview, where can they learn more about Aderant and apply for
Yeah.
roles
So
at the
we
company?
post some of our roles in our social media, so you can definitely follow us. And if you don't already, so please follow us on social media. But on our career site, so we post all of our roles globally, and it's 24/7. You can go in and you can apply, and we'd love to consider. Yeah.
Love it. Shira, thanks for taking the time, and you got to come back again to Studio A.
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
You're tuned into On the Road with Studio A, powered by Aderant. It starts with the A.